Welcome to Gato Gamix. Today we will review the Kospet Tank X1. I'm confused about whether to call this a smartband or a smartwatch. Since it has a long shape, I will just call it a smartband. The main advantage of this smartband compared to others in the same price range is that the Kospet Tank X1 is water resistant up to 10 ATM and IP69K or 100 meters of water pressure, whereas almost all smartbands and smartwatches at this price only have a 5 ATM rating, which is half as much. Additionally, the Tank X1 has earned the MIL-STD-810H military standard, making it more durable. But are its features interesting? Let's discuss that. Before that, let's do a quick unboxing. Here are the specifications. Feel free to pause if you want to read them. The package includes the Kospet Tank X1 unit, a magnetic charger cable, a user manual, and a warranty card located in the lid. For pairing, use the Kospet Fit app, which is available for both Android and iOS. The Kospet brand itself was founded in 2018, with its product design centered in the United States, specifically in Washington. Its manufacturing, however, is located in China. With the slogan, "Keep breaking boundaries," at least in terms of design, I tend to agree. I think Kospet products have good and unique designs and possess good build quality. As for the features, we'll discuss those shortly. The highlight of the Tank X1 product is that it's the cheapest certified 3-proof watch. This means it's water resistant up to 10 ATM, dust proof, and also shock resistant. Mine is silver, but there is also a black option. The screen is slightly curved and protected by 3rd generation Corning Gorilla Glass. The body is made of zinc alloy metal, while the buttons are made of aerospace aluminum to ensure durability. The watch has a width of 30 millimeters and a thickness of almost 13 millimeters, including the sensor. The lug-to-lug length is 52 millimeters. The default strap is made of liquid silicone, which I find to be a bit stiff. It weighs 51 grams, which can't be considered heavy, but when worn on the wrist, you can still feel its weight. Here's how it looks when worn by me. The screen is 1.47 inches and uses AMOLED technology, so it has good color saturation, contrast, and darkness levels. There's no auto brightness feature yet, but adjusting the brightness is easy through the quick settings menu. Outdoors, it is still clearly visible with the brightness set to the maximum level. The screen responsiveness is good and responsive. You can turn on the screen using the raise to wake feature, which has good sensitivity. It can also be turned on by pressing a button. I did not find a touch to wake feature. There are 7 watch faces pre-installed on the watch, but only one can be changed through the Kospet Fit app. There are over 130 watch faces to choose from, and the installation time is relatively quick, usually under a minute. You can use your own photo as a watch face. The customization options are simple, with only the option to change the color of the time. The display of photos looks sharp and smooth because the screen resolution is 194 by 368 pixels. Here is a photo of the traffic jam in my city. Since the screen is AMOLED, there is an always-on display, AOD, feature. There are 3 watch face options to choose from, as seen in the video. What I like is that activating the AOD feature is easy through the quick settings menu. To send notifications from your phone to the watch, you need to configure it through the Kospet Fit app. When a notification comes in, the watch will vibrate. The vibration strength is good and noticeable on the wrist. This watch does not make any sound at all. There is no option for quick replies to WhatsApp or other messages. The text of the notifications is too small, in my opinion, requiring sharp eyes to read, and this is one of its shortcomings. This watch does not support Bluetooth calls, so it only provides notifications. If there is an incoming call, you can choose to reject it. For WhatsApp calls, it only vibrates once at the start and once more if you miss the call. The watch can control the phone's music player via Bluetooth but cannot store music files. Now, let's move on to its sports features. There are 70 types of sports to choose from. Although there are many sports options, it's worth noting that some sports choices are only different in name or tagging. The recorded data remains the same: heart rate, calories derived from heart rate data, and time. For sports types that can record relatively comprehensive data, such as running and walking, the watch can record steps, pace, and distance, which is an estimation based on the number of steps and the height data set in our profile. Although this watch is water resistant up to 10 ATM or 100 meters water pressure, unfortunately for swimming, it cannot record swimming strokes or other data yet. There's only an option for heart rate and calorie tracking. We also can't control the music player while the sports feature is active. There's a feature for automatic sports start detection based on specific movements, but I turned it off because it drains the battery faster. This watch doesn't have GPS, but if we start a workout from our phone, we can use the phone's GPS to track our workout route. However, this feature is somewhat unreliable due to the instability of the Kospet Fit app, so I rarely use it. After finishing a workout, we can synchronize with our phone to view our workout history, but it's a bit cumbersome to view the complete list because it's categorized by sport type rather than the latest data. The step accuracy is quite good. Compared to manually counting 1,000 steps, the watch showed 991 steps, so the accuracy rate is still above 99%. Heart rate accuracy is also good when compared to a heart rate belt, both during normal heart rates and high heart rates during exercise. Other health features include a sleep monitor, which functions well and can detect naps. There's a blood oxygen feature with a red LED light. The blood pressure feature is only an estimation. Basically, blood pressure features on watches without an air pump cannot be relied upon for accuracy. There's a breath rate feature, which estimates the number of breaths per minute based on heart rate data. To use the remote camera feature, we need to open it in the Kospet Fit app. We can't use the phone's built-in camera app. The battery life is claimed to be 8 to 12 days with normal usage, and in my tests, it indeed lasted for over a week. So the battery life is quite decent, although not the best. Here are the other features and conclusions. The main advantage of the Kospet Tank X1 is its 10 ATM water resistance, dust resistance, and shock resistance. As far as I know, in this price range, the only device with certified 3-proof capabilities is the Kospet Tank X1. Regarding its shock resistance, I haven't tested it because I didn't want to risk damaging it. However, you can search on YouTube. There are videos titled as seen on the screen, which show drop tests and other demonstrations of the Kospet Tank X1, and the results are quite impressive. Some notes and drawbacks of the X1 compared to its competitors are its relatively basic features. Also, the Kospet Fit app is not very stable. Hopefully, it can be improved through app updates. Lastly, one worrying thing for me is the specialized type of strap. If it gets damaged, we would need to buy a replacement directly from Kospet. But after I dismantled it, I felt relieved because there are hooks and they are also made of metal, so they're sturdy. So if by any chance the strap gets damaged, my plan is to use a paracord strap instead. You can find tutorials on making paracord straps on YouTube. I haven't tried it myself yet, but I think it's very possible. In conclusion, if you're looking for a smart band with a unique and cool appearance, as well as good build quality and a nice screen, then the Kospet Tank X1 could be a good choice. Of course, if you don't mind the few notes we discussed earlier. For updates on pricing and purchase links, check the video description. Thank you for visiting the Gatagamix channel. I hope this video is helpful to someone, and see you in the next video.